My beloved child, I have always been close to you throughout your whole life. During your life, you have personally experienced acts of evil. You have family members who have experienced acts of evil. You have friends who have experienced acts of evil. Before receiving my message to you now, the acts of evil that have taken place over previous years have cast a dark shadow over your life. You have lived your life with your heart and your mind in chains to your past. It has been impossible for you to be completely healed from the experiences of the past. My word tells you that what is impossible with man is possible with me, the Lord your God. As you are receiving my words to you now, I am pouring my Spirit into you. I, the Lord of Lords, the King of Kings, the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last, I am the one who is now breaking from you all those chains to the past. My beloved, precious, fearfully and wonderfully made child, I formed you, I created you, I knitted you together in utter seclusion. I brought you forth on the day you were born. I have numbered every hair on your head. My thoughts for you, my beloved child, outnumber the grains of sand. I am for you and not against you. It is I, the Lord your God, that has carried you in my arms during the very darkest periods of your whole life. I have always been close to you, and it is the Lord your God that has saved you when you have been crushed in spirit. I have anointed your head with oil. I go before you and follow you. For I know the plans that I have for you and your family. They are plans for good and not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope. My promise to you, my beloved child, is that you are going to be living your life in joy and peace. As you come to me and surrender all the pains from your past, all the trauma from your past, all the suffering from your past, all the unforgiveness for those who have committed acts of evil. As you surrender everything to me and lay all those things down at the foot of the cross, my promise to you, my beloved child, is that by the power of my Spirit at work in you, you are going to be able to begin living your life with your eyes fixed on me. By my Spirit, you are going to be focusing on the things of heaven, not the things of earth. My beloved precious child, it is not by your strength, not by your might, but by my Spirit you are going to be able to fix your eyes on what lies ahead, and let go of the chains to the former things. My beloved child, I want you to know that everyone that has suffered acts of evil in their life, everyone who is no longer alive walking the earth today, they are with me. I, the Lord your God, have wiped away every tear from their eyes, and there is no more death or sorrow or crying or pain. All those things are gone forever. I, the Lord, have seen every act of evil that has been done against my children. I, the Lord, have pitied my people, and I am jealously guarding the honor of my land. Look, I am sending you grain and new wine and olive oil, enough to satisfy your needs. You will no longer be an object of mockery among the surrounding nations. I will drive away these armies from the north. I will send them into the parched wastelands. Those in the front will be driven into the Dead Sea, and those at the rear into the Mediterranean. The stench of their rotting bodies will rise over the land. Surely I, the Lord your God, have done great things. Don't be afraid, my beloved child. Be glad now and rejoice, for I, the Lord, have done great things. Rejoice, my child. Rejoice in the Lord your God. For the rain that I am sending demonstrates my faithfulness. Once more the autumn rains will come as well as the rains of spring. The threshing floors will again be piled high with grain, and the presses will overflow with new wine and olive oil. My beloved child, I will give you back what you lost to the swarming locusts, the hopping locusts, the stripping locusts, and the cutting locusts. It was I who sent this great destroying army against you. Once again, you will have all the food you want, and you will praise the Lord your God, who does these miracles for you. Never again will you and all my people be disgraced. Then you will know that I am among my people Israel, that I am the Lord your God, and there is no other. Bhnever, again will my people be disgraced. Then after doing all those things, I will pour out my spirit upon all people. Your sons and daughters will prophesy. Your old men will dream dreams, and your young men will see visions. In those days I will pour out my spirit even on servants, men and women alike, and I will cause wonders in the heavens and on the earth. Blood and fire and columns of smoke. The sun will become dark and the moon will turn blood red before that great and terrible day of I the Lord your God. But everyone who calls on my name will be saved. For some on Mount Zion in Jerusalem will escape, just as I the Lord have said. You, and my people walking upon the earth today, are among the survivors whom I the Lord has called. My beloved child, look, I am creating new heavens and a new earth, and no one will even think about the old ones anymore. Be glad. Rejoice forever in my creation, and look, I am creating Jerusalem as a place of happiness. My beloved child, you and all my people are going to be a source of joy. I will rejoice over Jerusalem and delight in you and all my people, and the sound of weeping and crying will be heard in it no more. No longer will babies die when only a few days old. No longer will adults die before they have lived a full life. No longer will people be considered old at 100. Only the cursed will die that young. In these days, that you are beginning to live in my beloved child, you and my people will live in the houses they build, and you will eat the fruit of your own vineyards. Unlike the past, invaders will not take your houses and confiscate your vineyards, for you and my people will live as long as trees, and you and all my chosen ones will have time to enjoy your hard-won gains. You will not work in vain, and your children will not be doomed to misfortune, for you are people blessed by me, the Lord your God, and your children too will be blessed. I will answer you before you even call to me. While you are still talking about your needs, I will go ahead and answer your prayers. The wolf and the lamb will feed together. The lion will eat hay like a cow. But the snakes will eat dust. In these days that you are beginning to live in my beloved child, no one will be hurt or destroyed on my holy mountain. I the Lord have spoken. My beloved child, I have already begun doing something new. Can you see it? In your life and in the lives of all my chosen people, I am making a pathway through the wilderness. I am creating rivers in the dry wasteland. In all your history, has anything like this happened before? Tell your children about it in the years to come, and let your children tell their children. Pass the story down from generation to generation. My beloved child, I knew you before you were conceived. Every day of your life is written in my book. Every moment was laid out before a single day had passed. I have called you by name from your mother's womb to live in freedom. You are chosen. You are a royal priest, a holy nation, my very own possession. As a result, you can show others the goodness of me, the Lord your God, for I have called you out of the darkness into my wonderful light. My beloved child, seek my kingdom and my righteousness first, and all else will be given unto you. My promise to you, my beloved precious child, is that you are going to be experiencing my presence, my love, my peace, my joy, my patience, my forgiveness, my strength, my power, my blessings, my provisions, my glory. More and more and more. As you come close to me, I will come close to you. I have put my spirit into you, and greater is the spirit that is in you than the spirit that is in the world. It is not you that live, but I, the Lord your God, that lives in you. You can do and you will do all things through me, the Lord your God, who gives you strength. My beloved, share my message to you now with your family members, with your friends, with all those who have experienced acts of evil in their life. For I, the Lord your God, I work in all things for good for those who love me and those who live according to my purpose for them. One day you will once again see all your family members in heaven, where everyone will have their new spiritual bodies, says I, the Sovereign Lord.